Hello guys, my name is Gabby Rossi and today I will be discussing Henry Ford. He was an American industrialist and a business magnate. And my name is Gabby Rossi. I'll be reading off the slide number once I'm on the actual slide so that it's better to navigate what exactly I am talking about through the video. So on to the second slide. Ford was known to be the quote-unquote entrepreneur of the 20th century. He revolutionized the world by creating an affordable car that is spoken as the Model T and known as the Model T. And this actually opened up the automobile market and was the first car for all individuals to actually be able to buy. Along with this, he also popularized a 40-hour work week and established something that is called an assembly line, which is a revolutionary concept that changed the world of manufacturing forever. On to slide 3. So his early life. Ford was born on a farm in Detroit, Michigan, and he attended school up until 8th grade, and throughout the years he developed a strong interest in engineering. He was very eager to explore this route, and at age 16 he actually left his hometown for Detroit to work his first job as an engineer with Edison Illuminating Company. And on to slide 4. So in just 2 years, he worked his way up to being the chief engineer at Edison Company. He was smart with his money and his savings from this job, and he put it towards his real vision. And first came a quadricycle, which is actually a 4-wheeled bicycle that multiple people can ride on at the same time, but obviously this isn't the same as an actual car. So on to slide 5. In 1903, after a few failed attempts of trying to generate a private business of his own, Ford actually resigned from Edison and created the legendary, what we know it as today, Ford Motor Company. And he was the vice president and the chief engineer of this company. On to slide 6. So at first, things were moving pretty slow for him. Only a few cars were able to be produced each day. However, fast forward 5 years down the road, things began to change. Ford's Model T actually became the first readily available vehicle, and it was being produced at a faster rate than ever, and this was due to his method of establishing what we know as an assembly line, both then and now. It still exists today. And on to slide 7. So this leads us into how Ford has impacted America today. So this assembly line that he has created has revolutionized our 20th century, and it is a method that allows for mass production of goods through breaking the making of a good up into steps that are completed in like a predetermined kind of sequence. And this method can reduce labor costs and is actually now one of the most commonly used methods of mass production still till this day. On to slide 8. So it is with no question that Ford has left lots of influence and motivation throughout his lifetime and into the current world today. He has taught and shared many methods and lessons so that others can learn from him and follow along his footsteps. And one of the main lessons that Ford really stressed and showed throughout his works is working effectively. And a quote from him is, "If there is any one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from your own." So this is a quote that relates to working efficiently. And on to slide 9 is another yet simple yet important lesson that Ford really stressed through his works, and this was providing quality. There's a quote that he would always say, and it is, "There's one rule for the industrialist, and that is to make the best quality goods possible at the lowest cost possible, paying the highest wages possible." So this gives any business, any company, a great setup to strive as much as they possibly can. It gives them a strong platform. When you're providing quality products and quality services, it helps you out a lot in the long run in a business. You have to redo things less. For example, if you own a clothing business and you make your own clothes, if you make your clothes at a rushed pace and with bad quality, you're going to have to remake them, and you're going to be getting more returns. And in the long run, you're better off just starting from the jump with better products and better services that will lead you to a better outcome. So this really stood out to me. And on to lesson number 3. One last lesson that Ford really followed that resonates with many is really understanding people and your audience. And he always said that if there is any one secret of success, and it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from your own. And this is so important because you really need to understand your audience and to know what they want so that you can serve that for them and figure out like what's missing that people really need, and work that into your business, because what people want is what they want. And if they don't want a product or a service, then they're most likely not going to reach out for it or notice it as much as if it were something that they could really benefit from. And on to slide number 11. How do these methods apply to others? And how do they apply to myself as a college student? And especially what I have learned in class, and if I were to create my own business. So these lessons from Ford pretty much have tied into much of what I have learned in this class as well, when it comes to decision making, organizational structure, management styles, and as a business owner, controlling operations and productivity and stuff like that. And his first lesson of working effectively would be very important to me, because I always believe that it's better to work smarter as opposed to harder, because why do so if you don't have to? And Ford really embodied this statement through his assembly line, and this method allowed him to create almost twice as many cars in the same amount of time without even adding any more workers or sacrificing the quality of his products. And this would teach me, starting a business, to ask myself, are there any processes that can be improved, or if there's anything that I can be doing more efficiently to boost my business and make the most out of my time for both the individuals working for me, for myself, and for my potential customers and consumers. And another lesson that Ford taught was providing that quality that we had spoken about before. If you say you have a quality product, then you need to deliver that. Talk is cheap, and this helps to ensure that, you could stay ahead of the competition. And for my company, if I were a business owner, in order to achieve the objectives like this, I would aim to raise my wages to attract better employees. And this would help me to deliver quality and the quality that my business claims and what I want it to be known for. I want it to be known for good quality and have good reviews and stuff like that. And when you really put that onto your employees and, raise wages, it's going to make them want to do more, and, all around, it's just going to help your business quality become better as a whole. And lastly, he also taught how important it was to understand his customers and his potential consumers. So understanding customers is something that Ford really did focus on, and starting a business of my own, this would be something I'd really want to focus on as well. Marketing a business is really a lot about exploring how you can provide value to your potential customers. And I would really try to understand people as a whole and more my target audience and get like a grasp on what they're really looking for. So like in Ford's case, he noticed that the marketplace was looking for a faster way of transportation because they had no cars. And this is why he did what he did and started selling the Model T, because it was a product that helped people just to do that, to be able to transport in a faster way. And relating to me as a good business owner, I would really try to get a grasp on my potential customers as well and understanding their needs, because that is just as important. And to finish it up, Ford was very, very inspirational. In his works, he was efficient, mindful, and he really strived for that quality in his products up until this day, whether he's here or not. With his motivation and his legacy, it's just carried along with the company today, and Ford is in the top 5 of car companies, so it's really kept up there. And every business owner at the end of the day should try to adhere to principles like these and, the things that Ford stress. So yeah, so thank you for listening and being here, and I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this that you could put towards your potential business in the future or any aspect of your life. And thank you very much.